listen, is this the best my hair's ever looked? No. Is it the best my eyeliner's ever looked? Honestly, unsure. If you watched my gua sha video, you know that I recently came to the life-altering discovery that I have hooded eyes. So I've been trying this like bat wing liner thing, and it looks good if my eyes are open, but the second you close them, it's like, what's going on right there? Like, what's happening? So, you know, try not to be distracted by it. Hi! How was week 1 of Build? Let me know how you felt. Let me know how things are going. I really want to know. I hope several things. One, I hope my voiceover didn't annoy the shit out of you. Anytime I hear my own voice, I just want to apologize to everyone I've ever talked to. So I hope the voiceover was helpful and not annoying. The other thing is, I'm sorry days 3 and 4 had like a weird black border around them. iMovie made me cry twice, so I decided to try a new editing software, which is working better for me, but the layout created some issues for those 2 videos. So that's why like there's a weird black border. So I'm really sorry, but hopefully it wasn't too distracting and the workout was still good for you. So anyways, so as you know, with each set of workouts, I will also be discussing a nutrition topic really quick, just in and out, teach you something to help you have more success in the program. So if you're not doing the Build program, this will still be helpful to you. I think everyone could benefit from learning about nutrition. So whether you're doing the program or not, this is probably gonna be, this could be helpful. So today we're gonna be talking about protein. Protein is extremely important. It is the macronutrient that you need to be eating to build muscle efficiently. If you're doing all of this work throughout this program and you're not eating enough protein, you're gonna be kind of like running on a treadmill going nowhere. Like, you probably will gain strength and muscle, but not nearly to the extent you could have if you were eating enough protein. So in this video, I'm just gonna discuss how to know how much protein you should be eating and some tips and tricks to get protein a little more easily. So number 1, how much protein should you be eating? I recommend watching my macros 101 video. I will link it down below, and I go over like each macro and how to track and calculate your macros and everything. The general rule for protein is going to be eating 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of lean body weight. So this can be kind of tricky to figure out, but if you're pretty lean already, then just do 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of your body weight, and you're good. Otherwise, you can use a number of different online calculators to find out what your lean body weight would be. I would recommend just Googling it, and you can look at several different calculators and just kind of average the numbers together that they give you and start with that number for your protein intake, or like a little bit below that, because it's 0.8 to 1 gram of your lean body weight. So it doesn't have to be exact, like don't let it stress you out. Like within a range is fine. Like for me, the appropriate protein intake for me would be between 115 and 130 grams of protein. Like that's a pretty big range, but I know I'm eating enough if I'm eating above 115 grams. So like don't let it stress you out. The main thing is just making sure you're eating enough. So as long as you're over the low end of the range, then you'll be good. But if you track your food for a little bit, which I talk about in my macros 101 video, but if you track your food for a little bit, you may be surprised at how much protein you eat. For most people, they're not eating as much protein as they think they are. So track your food for a couple days the way you normally eat, and you'll see that your protein might be a little low. It might not. Not trying to doubt you, but you may be in the habit of eating less protein. So here are some tricks and tips that I give my clients to help them increase their protein intake when they have been under eating protein for so long. My first piece of advice is to front load your protein. What that means is eat a lot of your protein earlier in the day. Eat a lot of protein with your breakfast, a lot of protein with your lunch, and if you can get some protein with your midday snacks, that would be great. Because if it comes to 8 p.m. and you still have 30 grams left to eat, like you've kind of backed yourself into a corner and you're gonna get overwhelmed and be like, fuck it, I just won't hit it today. And that can become just like a pattern. And it will feel a lot more overwhelming and difficult if that keeps happening. So try adding some more proteiny foods to your breakfast and lunch. If you're omnivore, add some bacon, add some turkey bacon, add some eggs to your breakfast. Vegetarian or vegan, add some tofu bacon. I love the Light Life bacon. You can get some of that. Add some tofu, like have a tofu scramble with your breakfast. You can also get the Silk protein cashew milk. If you've followed me on any platform for any period of time, you know I'm obsessed with this shit. They sell it at most grocery stores and also Target. It's just Silk cashew milk, but it says like protein on it, and each cup of this milk is 10 grams of protein, and it's delicious. Like my boyfriend and I both can just drink it out of the carton. That's disgusting, but full honesty, we sometimes just drink it out the carton. And he's not even vegan, and it's so good. So you can even drink a cup of that with each meal, and that will, by the end of the day, you'll have 30 grams of protein are like under your belt just from that milk. It has some fat in it, but it's very low carb. So it shouldn't really put you over your other macros as well. So I highly recommend getting that milk. It's also not expensive. A gallon is like $3. So I highly recommend adding that into your everyday diet as well. You can also make your smoothies, protein shakes with it and stuff like that. Which leads me to protein powders. I don't think you should fully rely on protein powder to get your protein, just because it can mess with your digestion. So to go from eating not a lot of protein every day to drinking 2 protein shakes a day, your stomach might be bussing at you. But I do think it's helpful to have some protein powder on hand for those days when you're a little low. So my personal favorite is the Orgain Creamy Chocolate Fudge Powder. That blends the best for me. I also heard the Ghost Vegan Protein Powder is pretty good, but I haven't tried it yet. So those would be my recommendations. I don't like the Vega protein powder. It's not that good. If you're not vegan, then there's a lot of different whey proteins that are pretty good. So you can, try a few, see what you like. The other thing is, if you're vegan, vegetarian, or just try to eat more plant-based foods, I have a vegan guide that I have put on sale for $1 because I want as many people to be able to eat more plant-based as possible. So I'll link it down below, and that has a lot of high protein meals and ways to sneak protein into your diet. So I'll link that below too if you want like a guide with some high protein meal ideas that are vegan. So yeah, that's basically it. Those are my tips for eating more protein. If you have any questions, or if anything I said was confusing, just comment below and I will answer your questions as best as I can. If you're confused about how much protein you should be eating and the way I explained it doesn't make sense to you, just slide in my DMs on Instagram and I'll ask you a few questions and I'll help you figure out how much protein you should be eating. So I'm here to help. So yeah, okay, I think that's it. Thank you so much. If you have more protein tips, drop them down below. And that's all. I will catch you guys in a couple weeks for week 3. Weeks 3 through 4, those workouts will be up before this 2-week period is over, so you can jump right into week 3 once you're done doing this batch of workouts twice through. So again, comment below, let me know how you're doing, how it's feeling, and that's it. Like this video if it was, if it was helpful. Subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Okay, love you so much. Bye.